and Knuckles, and Knuckles, and Knuckles, and Knuckles. There's something about Knuckles and Knuckles. That's my new song for an album that won't be released. Oh yeah, hey ladies and gentlemen. I decided to start with like a really bad joke. I was gonna make it funny, but you know, just okay, I won't drag this out any further. So today, as you can imagine, we're gonna be using Tails. No, I'm just joking. We're using Knuckles. Let's see here. Obviously, starting Act 1. If you happen to not see my previous playthrough, Knuckles was actually the very first character I ever used in any Sonic game, which was this. This was my first Sonic game, and Knuckles was the first character. Though I don't remember for sure if this is the very first Sonic game I've ever played. Like, I don't remember if I played, like, you know, at Walmart or something, like a demo of Sonic Adventure or something. But, I believe that, yeah, this was the first Sonic game, unless you count the Bubble games as a actual game. Yeah. Good old Sonic Battle moves right there. Of course, this was before Sonic Battle, but you know what I mean. If you know about Sonic Battle. Let's see. So, Knuckles' gameplay should be slightly easier than Sonic's, because he can do this. Not quite as easy as Tails, but, you know. Yeah. You know, it's... that looked kind of funny. I think, Knuckles is... I don't know. Again, I just kind of came in this later, gentlemen, so I'm trying to think of what to say. You know, I could just do this just for fun. Just to fill up time. Special stage. We'll see if I win this. I mean, this is the first stage. This is the first special stage in this game, so... I might win this. But anyway, yeah, Knuckles, he was the very first character that I ever played in the very first Sonic game that I ever played. Thinking... it's kind of embarrassing to say it, but, you know, at first I wasn't sure about any of the characters. And, you know, I used to think that Shadow was like... I never thought Shadow was actually Sonic like a lot of other people. Failure. Failure? I was about to say, what? Maybe it's because I didn't get all the rings, I don't know. Like, I originally thought that Shadow was a, like, clone of Sonic. And then I thought Knuckles was like some other version of Shadow. Or, you know, like, of evil Sonic back in the day. For some reason. Never pay attention to, like, I mean, if you've seen my previous playthroughs, previous playthrough, I've mentioned that I just never read names. Oh, hey, I did it this time. But this was the first, so, you know, I already have the Chaos Emerald. I just felt like doing it like this. Well, there's old Sonic driving the plane. Okay, so it must be Sonic at the end, too, though. Oh, spoiler. Oh, +2 continues. I'm doing good so far. So special stages aren't just for getting Chaos Emeralds. I mean, they're also for getting points if you win them. Yeah, it got kind of weird with the way you find the special stages. There was the goal. It was just like the first few were like in the first stage or something, or first stages of each world or whatever. Each set of stages. And then, like, I can't remember, it was like halfway through, it changes to the second level. It's something weird like that. Maybe it's just kind of throw you off. I mean, Sonic Team always did want to try to do something different with the series. For, like, they'll have some similar games and then they'll be like, okay, well, we don't want it to get stale. Mario. Of course, I know people like Mario, but you know what I mean. They didn't want to follow the Mario formula. They wanted to kind of change it up a bit for, you know, each set of games. Yeah, they haven't been as successful with it, but at least, you know, at least they wanted to. You gotta give them credit for wanting to change something, for wanting to change stuff up. I mean, at this point in time, we have no idea what the new Sonic game is. You know, Project Sonic 2017. That's its current name. We have no idea what it's gonna do. But they do have Sonic Mania to back it up, just in case it doesn't do well. Be like, well, hey, at least we got this game going. I'm like 90%, 95% sure that Sonic Mania is gonna do successful. Or well, you know, I mean the 5% could happen. I'm just saying it seems like it's gonna be a recipe for success because reasons. Yeah, one thing I have to say about the classic Sonic games, I may have already mentioned this, but just in case, and for those of you who just kind of came into this part, I've mentioned before, probably, okay, yeah, I remember I have, but just in case, again, just in case you haven't come in, the classic Sonic games, I can agree that they are easier to get into than the 3D ones. But the classic ones still aren't my absolute favorite. They're like the, how should I say this? They're really good, but I don't think they're my favorite. I think they're pretty close, but they're not, you know, I still like some other Sonic games better. Others that people would say, what? You don't like classic? I don't know. You don't like the classic ones over, or, yeah. There we go. But yeah, just, you know, they were, the classic ones were easier to get into, and so is this one. It's probably because the controls were a little more simple, and, you know, it's a really fun thing. Let's see. So, yeah, see if I can think of stuff to say while playing and trying not to screw up, and it's a little bit harder than you think. I'm not a professional at this kind of stuff. Let's see here. So, at this point in time, if you, I'm trying to make conversation here. If you've seen the Dangit show, you'll know that, well, obviously it's about games. Well, okay. If you have not seen the Dangit show, some episodes are on this channel. You know, it's about games, obviously, or otherwise it wouldn't be on this channel. Or some episodes wouldn't be on this channel. Well, currently, I'm still working on episode 7. But I've been kind of, how should I say this? I guess I just haven't been as inspired to do it, or, you know, as like, you know, wanting to do it as much. But like, I think the reason is, well, I guess I've also been kind of taking a break, and I will say that one episode is going to contain a game that will be 10 years old this year. So, you know, like, spoiler for the last episode of the current regular series of the Dangit show, which I have made an announcement before, so that's not a spoiler. But how should I say this? The last episode will contain a game that will, like I said, will be 10 years old this year. That will turn 10 this year. However, it'll how should I say this? Like I said, trying to concentrate on the game at the same time. Not a professional. Trying to lost the train of thought. It happens. It may not, like, okay, last time I played Shadow the Hedgehog, that turned 10 last year, and like November 15th, or I released both parts on November 15th. But the shoot. But the game that I'm gonna be playing that turns 10 this year, I may or may not release it by that time. Like, it depends on, you know, whenever I can get filming done and all that jazz. But yeah, just don't expect it to just officially come out that time. I mean, it's very possible that it, well, okay, first of all, whenever they come out, they'll be coming out on my Danny Ben S channel, just to keep the flow going, but, you know, all those episodes will be coming to this channel too, so, it'll, let's see, it's, it may not, like I said, the rest of the episodes may or may not come out. I mean, episode 7 will probably come out this year, I mean, most likely, and the last few may or may not come out this year. So, it'll still be 10 years old, it just won't be on the day that it came out, the game that I'll be talking about. I was also thinking of doing, like, so I mentioned before, I'm not very good at reviews. I realized that, and that's why I'm trying to end the Dane Get Show, at least the regular series, but I'm wanting to continue it in some way. But my thing is, I wonder, like, I kind of wonder if it's I'm not very good with reviews, or if I'm just not good with long reviews. Like, every episode of the Dane Get Show, I have planned to be longer than at least 10 minutes. Like, it has to be at least 10 minutes long. Even if it's, like, including the ending as a part of the 10 minutes. So, my intention is to go up to 10 minutes, and then if I have to talk about it more, if I want to talk about more, then I'll talk about more. Of course, at this point in time, the latest episode on my, the channel that I've been uploading them on, the regular versions, have been, the latest one is the Crash Bandicoot on the game, Crash Bandicoot Game Boy Advance games, which, like, the first 2 that came out. Like, not like, Purple or anything, just the first 2. And then, like, I do have a certain Nintendo game planned to do, like, I'll just spoil that. I have a certain Nintendo, like, exclusive game to talk about. That was, like, it's a Nintendo character, you know, a character in Smash Bros. And stuff, so, basically, no, it's not Smash Bros, but you know what I mean, like, it's a character that is on there. I'll just say that. Let's see. I was trying to think of it. But yeah, that'll, I actually filmed that a while back, and I just haven't wanted to really work on it right now. I guess I've been kind of taking a break. But yeah, like, oh, that sucks. But yeah, it'll still continue. I'm still gonna end it at some point. And then, like, obviously, and then, like, the latest version on here is, or the latest one on here was all 3 parts of the, Twisted Metal games thing, like, where I talk about all Twisted Metal games. And, of course, this time I put them all together and made them uncut and everything, you know, uncensored. Completely uncensored. Some of it was already uncensored, but, at least on the... I had a weird thing going for Season 1 of the Dane Get Show. But anyway, back to the thing, like, about me reviewing. It's just that I guess I can't, I end up going to the comedy stuff, and then, like, I end up taking a long break like this. You know, and then I'm just trying to think of material to put on there, other than talking about the game, but that's the main thing. So, I was thinking of having an actual review thing on here, but not making it like 10 minutes, maybe make it more like up to 5 minutes or something. Like my Dan Get Show shorts, those still aren't official reviews, but that's about the length I can go. Like, maybe I can, or maybe more like my fast reviews. Maybe I can just do, like, quick, for any game, maybe, have little quick, review things, just, like, kind of give a little bit of information about the game on give people like a little bit of like what a game is like and everything. I don't know. It's a thought though. It's not official. To have something like that. And but that's just my current idea as of this video. Let's see. So Knuckles here. It takes me so long to explain something. I think I'd have an easier time if I wasn't as distracted by things. I have ADD, so that happens. Oh, let me get the shield here. I sure wish I had a shield. Let's see. Whee! Let's see. So, you know, I used to think that Knuckles was like a smart one. Not a smart ass or anything, just like a... You know, like he was smart and stuff. And then when I learned more about the series, I learned it was Tails that was the smart one. But, you know. And I realized that it was the other way around. I mean, I didn't think Tails was dumb, but like I just didn't... I guess I just thought he was just as a little kid. But like, and then I realized that Tails was the smart one and Knuckles was the dummy. Oh, here's the boss. I probably should have got the checkpoint though. Hear my weird punch. There we go. We got 2 hits on him that time. Oh, nope, and then he got me. Alright, let's see. Oh crap. It didn't register to me about that until it was too late. This boss can get a little annoying, as I mentioned before in a previous episode. In a previous episode, whatever. I mean, I don't know exactly how long I'm going to be separating these episodes. Or these these playthroughs. Yeah, it kind of just hit me that I just completed the 3rd world. Whatever you call these. Whatever you want to call them. Let's see. Oh. Yeah. Let's see. They're just flying along, being Superman. Just Supermaning along. And there we go. And I'll just go straight down. Go this way. Explaining every movement I make. Getting really cold because of the snow. It's getting close to that time. Well, a little bit close. Closer than August, I guess. For snow. Where I live, snow is just a random thing. It's like, it may happen, may not. Usually it rarely does. Sometimes it hits hard when it snows. I think we ask for it too much here. So yeah, we in the place where I live, we probably asked for it too much, and then it all just kind of comes down. We actually had a time when I think it was like last year. We had a time. Well, it was either last year or maybe this year, earlier this year. January. Let's see if there's anything up here. We actually I remember we got snow so hard that we had to basically stay at home for a long time. You know, cavern fever happened and all that stuff, all that good stuff. But you know, then we realized, well, we don't really want snow that much. I mean, some people do, some people don't. But it's not very good to have to stay in your house. Snow should be just kind of there for a little while so we can play in the snow. Well, you know. But of course, if you live around where there's a lot of snow, I guess you're used to, you know, you're more prepared for all that stuff. Let's see. Where I live, it just seems like the weather is just so random. It's so random. And let's see. I don't know how to explain it. But anyway, snow is snow. And I'm not sure why there's those songs, but hey, look at that. That's right, Knuckles can do this. He can just kind of... I think you gotta hold... So if you're above water, you gotta hold... Okay, you just gotta press the down button. That's what it is. And he just kind of swims through. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh, yep, you can't do that right now. You can just go straight down. So I watched a video yesterday, Cat Icarus video. It was new yesterday as of this recording. He had like a top 10 unpopular gaming opinions. Those were always controversial to me because... Sorry, I'm checking my phone, ladies and gentlemen. Probably shouldn't do that. Text and play. So he had you know, some unpopular opinions, or he calls them unpopular opinions. Well, you know, he was prepared like he was making a joke about how people get angry, which I'm sure there are some people who get angry about some stuff. And I was waiting to see which ones he would, like, you know, say is unpopular, even though it's might be popular or just as popular as you know what I mean? Like, maybe it's not so unpopular. But I trusted that Cat Icarus. You know, I really like his channel, and he's different. Let me just explain it real quick in case you don't know about him. He's different, which I'm pretty sure you know about him more than you know about me, like in this channel. He's kind of different because, like, okay, he seems to make reviews like, okay, we're in a YouTube world where a majority of channels, gaming channels, are either PC or Nintendo games. Maybe Xbox too, I can't remember. But in a world like that, there's Cat Icarus. I mean, he makes reviews and stuff, but he mostly makes PlayStation reviews. And part of the reason I like him is because that's my favorite series of systems, mostly because of the games. But also he just seems to be he's just different about it. Like he does some similar things, but you know, it's different because it's PlayStation that he does. And you know, and like I said, in a YouTube world with mostly PC and Nintendo gaming, he does PlayStation, which is different. Well, I'm not saying he's the only one who does PlayStation, but I mean, he's not even exclusive to it. He also does Nintendo, like almost everyone else. But you know, he's pretty good. He's a good reviewer. I think that's the first time in this whole playthrough series that I died at that boss. Maybe, unless I died with Sonic, I didn't remember. But yeah, he's different. So I really like him. I like other reviewers that also talk mostly about Nintendo, but you know. Anyway, so most of the time his reviews are a little different. Sometimes they're a little similar to other people's reviews. But like what I was about to say was, in his top 10 quote-unquote unpopular opinion video, he taught you know, like I said, I was kind of waiting for that one that wasn't actually unpopular. You know, because there's always that, you know, thing where it's like, oh, this is unpopular, I like Smash Bros. Melee best. I am not doing good at this. You know, that quote, you know, unpopular, even though that's like, it's almost more popular to say that you like Melee better than, which if you do, that's not a problem. I'm not saying it's a problem. What I'm saying is, it's not unpopular to say that you like Melee best out of all the Smash Bros. But let's see. That was just an example, a common example of like when people are talking about gaming and stuff when they say unpopular opinion. But like, you know, most of them were unpopular, kind of unpopular. I mean, there's all kinds of people on the internet, so you know, you'll have an audience, you'll have people agreeing with you and stuff. And then all right, so I was waiting, and then I see it, spoiler for the video. That's about a mid spoiler. Number 5 was Sonic. He doesn't really like Sonic. I mean, he didn't hate all the games. There's some games that he likes. But he says he just doesn't like the Sonic characters and all that. And I'm like, why? You know, I'm just like, fair enough. You don't like Sonic. I do, but you don't. That's fine. You have your own opinions. Problem is, why was it on an unpopular video? I actually commented about that. I doubt he's gonna read it, but or say anything if he does read it. Okay. There we go. Let's see. I gotta hit him eventually. There we go. Okay, so it's both a kind of convenient thing and a problem for Knuckles to be able to swim like that at the top. Anyway, yeah, why was that on an unpopular opinion video? It doesn't make any sense. Because it's almost more, like, I wouldn't quite say it's unpopular to like Sonic, because it's still kind of, you know, when you like Sonic, it's still kind of a big thing. But it's basically like 60% of people hate Sonic now. Mostly because of misinformed and like blinded opinions. But there's some people that just don't like Sonic, or there's more than people who like Sonic. I'm not talking about the games themselves, I'm talking about like the series in general, if you include all of the new ones. This is where I'm going to lose all my lives probably, ladies and gentlemen. But I'm just wondering, I just, you know, like I said, I just kind of wonder why was that on there? Like I said, fair enough. If you don't like Sonic, you don't like Sonic. That's your opinion. I hope it's just your opinion, not just you saying that because your favorite YouTuber said it. But like, I don't know. I'm confused as to why it was on it. I mean, unless he was just talking about like he just happens to be in a group of people that all like Sonic and they almost all like Sonic and it's more popular to like Sonic, and then like, you know. But see, these bigger YouTubers always do this. Like I said, I like Kid Icarus, but these big YouTubers always do this. They'll have something that they say is one thing when it's false. You know, or they kind of act like they're the first to ever do that, and it's not true. I mean, also a lot of TV shows do it too, but yeah, like I said, they always do that. They just always seem to have like unpopular opinions, or no one else thinks it. Why does everyone like this? When it's like, you know, more people say why does everyone like it than people who actually like something about, you know, stuff like Sonic. But you know, I don't know. Oh boy. Which Kid Icarus, he did talk about how he likes, I think he said he likes about 12% of the games, which actually includes newer games too. But I just don't understand, you know. My point is, I'm sure he expected people like that to get angry, but I'm not angry, I'm just confused. as I've commented on his video. So yeah. Like, let's see. I'll give you a few unpopular. Well, you know what? I'm gonna save it for like a video or something. Well, I'll just maybe say a few things. Like, an unpopular opinion of mine is I wasn't a big fan of Sonic CD. I didn't hate it. I still kind of like it. I just don't understand why it's considered one of the best Sonic games. And same thing goes for Sonic the Hedgehog 2. I like it, but I don't understand the hype for like, oh, it's the best Sonic game. I mean, if you think that, that's perfectly fine if it's your opinion, but I don't. My opinion is it's not the greatest Sonic game. Not a bad one. It's still good, just not, you know, great, I guess. Also, as I said, it was easier to get into, unless you try to beat it. Without cheats and all that, and you play the Sega Genesis version where you can't save it anywhere.